Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Mass Effect here on the Game Professor channel. And today we are going to get going on some things here in the Citadel. Starting off with going to see the Citadel Council. But before we do that, let's find out what's up with this console. Alliance Patrol Report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Rogue cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Alright, and that works as a side quest. And I could go and speak to some other ambassadors right now, but I'm going to wait to do that. There is a known glitch that speaking to them too soon can cause.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Hi, Avina. But I'm actually going to walk us there. More tutorial stuff. By accessing Citadel transit terminals like this one, you can travel directly to specific locations throughout the Citadel. As you discover areas of interest, more destinations will become available. And we can look here and we can see that the Citadel Tower is available to us. I am not going to do that though. I am going to have us walk there just to be able to see everything. This is one of the elements of this game that I very much think the other games lack very heavily. Like, look at this setting. This is incredible. It's so big. We can look at the map. Look how big this is. This is a huge area. And, well, my controller decided it didn't want to do anything for a little bit there. But you can see, oh no. I don't know if my battery in my controller is getting low or what. But that is concerning. But you can see this gets us down to the wards, and that is where kind of the seedy underbelly of the Citadel is. It's a lot of... There's just so much to see here, so much to do. Like, it really is a great amount of detail. There's almost too much detail, in a way. Like,
look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Keeper.
Please do not disturb the keepers. Please do not disturb the keepers.
Okay, Avina. I won't do that. But if you notice all the sky cars that go by above, that's... they maintain a consistent design over the course of this entire trilogy, and I never noticed them in this game until I had already seen them mostly in Mass Effect 3. They are visible in Mass Effect 2 as well, but it really was being able to see them up close in Mass Effect 3 that I really became aware of them. So there's just so much in the environment of the Citadel that's just really impressive in this game, and they just didn't include it in the other games. And it's unfortunate, I think. The
council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Well said, Ashley. I don't think we really have to trust Ambassador Udina either. But that's just because I don't like him. But this game, just in general, in terms of the approach, this is more of what you'd expect with a very large sandbox-style open-world RPG. The other games kind of dilute it and make everything a bit smaller, which there are pros and cons to that. That's something we can discuss a bit more as we get more into the series. But we have Garrus and Executor Palin.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall
the council. Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Okay, yeah, who was that?
Who were you just talking to?
That was Executor Palin, head of Citadel Security, my boss. He'll be presenting my findings on Saren to the council.
Alright. What did you find?
Come across anything I should know about?
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
That's the hope, Garrus. That is the hope. Let's see here. Definitely trying to listen for Ashley and Caden to make noises, but they're not.
What are those cherry trees?
I don't know, Ashley.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the council. I think that's supposed to be symbolic of their importance.
Either of those are decent interpretations of everything.
I like that fountain. It's very soothing.
Alright. Okay. Turian and Asari.
Be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
Okay. More just public politics and all that good stuff.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
Yeah, why are you involved right now?
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Yeah, that's a pretty pathetic sort of insult.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species
That wasn't
needs to
really a
learn
good
its
argument
place,
either, though.
Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Yeah, I'll find proof.
You can't hide behind the council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
No, because everything would have been in my report.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
I want to point out something that I noticed once all the cutscene is over, but I want to make sure cutscene is over to really be able to discuss it.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason: to exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Yeah, but history... How do you know Saren?
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
Yeah, now what?
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Yeah, he could be useful.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
Yeah, I'm on it.
I'll take care of it.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Yeah, any other leads?
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, now that the ambassador's gone, what about you and Saren?
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Okay. Alright. Let's talk about Council and the Ambassador first.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The Ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Okay. But yeah, we're too independent.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the council, but it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests, too.
I've never gone down this conversation track with Anderson before. So... he's more of an isolationist than I thought he was. Not, like, to the point of being outwardly xenophobic, but interesting. I've never noticed that. Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
But it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Yep. What about Harkin?
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
Yeah, why protect him?
Guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
Yep, I'd say that makes sense. Definitely an interesting conversation point, given the current real-world situation. What about the Spectres?
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
Okay. How are they organized? Sorry, I just realized that I stopped recording at some point and started recording again. So, I'm not sure what was cut out.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
Okay. How are they chosen?
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
Okay. And, we're kind of getting to this just in general with the Saren situation, but what happens if one goes too far?
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Alright. Then tell me more about Barlavan.
Tell me about Barlavan.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
Alright. Well, that's a lot of information.
I should go.
So let's get
Good luck,
started.
Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Alright. So, I apologize for the blip of of cut information. That was an accident. What are you saying, Caden?
You sure have to climb
Oh, just that again. Alright.
What guy?
This
The one
guy.
over by the keeper.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Yeah, what are you doing with the keeper?
Why are you so interested in the keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the keep...
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Yeah, relax.
Just tell me what you're doing. I'm not here to get you into trouble.
Alright. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Okay. Why the lies?
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
Okay. Yeah, let me help you.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm a soldier with the Alliance.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
Alright, sounds good.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
Awesome. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I will start going after the keepers themselves. Well, I'll probably, as I see them, I'll scan them. I did purposefully leave the one he was looking at alone, just to kind of simplify when I know that I only have one left. Because there are kind of two approaches to dealing with the keepers. One, you will get them all as quickly as possible, get them taken care of, or...
I can't believe the Council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they take his word over ours.
True.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
Very astute observation, Caden. But the other approach with the keepers is to wait until you've leveled up a bit more, because you'll get more money for getting them. So I usually get them as quickly as possible, just to simplify life. But it's not the end of the world if you leave some. So let me get this one. So you can see I got 30 credits.
Please do not disturb the...
Yeah, Vina, yeah. So Ashley has a comment on the mass relay sculpture.
Art doesn't normally do much for me, but that relay statue, I like.
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tingle.
Interesting. There's obviously a reason for that. Oh, I completely forgot. That observation that I made when we were talking to the council. There's always a distinct connection between the Turian and Asari counselors in terms of, it seems like they're the ones that make the decisions. The Solarian counselor is not really included in those significant glances. So at least I think so, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm curious if anyone else has any thoughts on that. It's interesting to consider because the Asari are the oldest council species. The Turians at this point are the youngest council species. So, why the Solarians seemingly being sort of left out in that regard? Just something to think about. But let's talk to Barlavon, and I think I'm estimating timing of this episode right now, but I think I'll talk to Barlavon and that'll finish up the episode. So we're getting our first little bit of investigation done here.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard.
Mm-hmm.
It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
Have we met?
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barlavon. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed.
Makes sense.
I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Okay. I was told to talk to you.
I heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
Okay. Yeah, can we make a deal?
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
Okay. Definitely an interesting turn of events. He's not the only one.
Saren's turned on a lot of people lately.
I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
Okay, anything else?
That's not much to go on.
I just told you that the most famous Spectre in the galaxy betrayed the Shadow Broker. Quite a bargain, considering the price. Speak with the Krogan if you want to learn more. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the Academy.
Okay, why is he there?
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with C-Sec?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Alright, yeah, let's get a little bit more information from you. Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
Most people think I deal in finances, but my real currency is knowledge. I trade information, and it has made me very wealthy. But the Shadow Broker is the true master. Every day he buys and sells secrets that could topple governments, always giving them to the highest bidder. Yet somehow he never seems to upset the natural balance of power. All those secrets being passed around seem to even out. Nobody ends up with an advantage in the end.
Who is he?
Any guess what his identity might be?
I don't know. Nobody does. The Shadow Broker could be any race, any gender. I have a theory that it's actually an entire group working under one identity. How else could they juggle so many contacts at the same time? How else could they keep all that information from getting crossed? But they've got the perfect setup. Every government is forced to play their game so they don't get behind. But no matter how long you play, no matter how many secrets you buy, you can never win.
Yeah, but you're his agent.
I thought you'd know more about the man you work for.
From time to time, I come across information I sell to the Shadow Broker. That's my only involvement. I like it that way.
All right.
The more you know, the more dangerous the game becomes. I don't like danger, Commander. I'll leave that to you.
Makes sense. Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Yeah, but is it legal?
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the Council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Okay. Yeah, this is really shady. Especially anyone in the US, you know how shady this is.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
Whoa, that was grumpy. Alright, one last set of questions about the Citadel.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single strong community.
Okay, tell me about the wards, because we're obviously on the Presidium right now.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find out in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
Okay, and the Presidium.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
Alright, well, that's a good amount of information from you.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright, so we know that there is a Krogan down in CSEC for us to talk to about the fact that Saren double-crossed the Shadow Broker. So, with that, everybody, we will finish up this episode now, since I don't know how long it's actually gone, because of that accidental recording stop that occurred at some point. Still don't know when that happened. But we are well on our way to getting this investigation of Saren done so that we can get the Council to finally admit that he's turned on them. So, I hope you enjoyed today, and I will see you next time with more Mass Effect. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below to always know when I have new videos coming out, and follow the links to the Discord and Facebook page to join the conversation. I'll see you next time, everybody. This is your Game Professor, signing off.